All right. Hi, everybody. This is my post for week 3's discussion of the value of a personal website. There's going to be two things that I'm talking about today. The first being the Forbes article of why every job seeker should have a professional website. And then I'm going to kind of share some of the personal websites that I found with professionals in my future career path of early childhood development that I thought were worth noting. And how their websites kind of gave me some insight for things that I'd like to add for my personal website. So like I said, the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today are some of the benefits that I found from having a personal website. So today's article stated that only 20% of all applicants typically receive interviews. Though this has been stated and true, it also said that 7% of people have professional websites and 56 employers are very impressed with people that tend to have professional websites. I found these statistics kind of interesting because if only 7% of people have professional websites and only 20% of people even get the chance to have an interview, if you're a part of that number, I don't know why having a professional website would not make you stand out more than anybody else. I think it's incredible that people are able this day and age to show their creativity and especially on the internet directly. It's all about yourself in this and doesn't involve any other candidates or anything like that. So I think it's a really good initiative to take in order to find your dream job and to show your employers that you are the most qualified person for the position. The second thing, like I said, I wanted to talk about today was some of the websites that I found with some of the professionals in the early childhood development career path. Two of the websites I found were by preschool teachers Tom Hobson and Manessa Levine. Both of them, after reading their personal blog websites, are, like I said, preschool teachers, and I have been for over 20 years, so they seem like they're very qualified in their profession. Some of the things that I found on both of their articles that they had in common, they offered topics that ranged from, art with students, with art ideas for teachers, whether they're, ideas or topics for teaching children about community, about, teaching children motor skills, different ways to go about that, how to teach in multi-age classrooms, rules to teach children. And I think this is really good, a really good way for especially people that are like myself and looking for future careers down the road in order to express myself on my page. Providing employers with different, examples of what I've done in class, whether it's as an art project or sensory tables or how I've, taught students, it sounds so simple now. It's because we're so, old compared to these kids, but, teaching how to cut in between lines, around, color within the lines too. That's a really big step for kids at that age that people don't really think about. And, in order to show employers that I am qualified in my position and that I am able to teach these skills is something that they really look for, especially in the hiring process as well. For my last job, which I am currently at now, I actually had to do a working interview with some of the students during my interview time, so I had to interact with the kids, and it's something that I think not just putting it on paper that you're qualified, but showing the employers that you're, applying for that you actually can do this and do it well. I think it's great, before you go to that next step in the interview process, showing them a little bit beforehand what you're able to do is something that will get you that next step in the door and, guarantee that interview. So yeah, that is all I have for you today. In conclusion, I think, having a professional website is something that is so beneficial for all job applicants, and, at 7% of people, you can be the one to, shine through in that 20% of the job applicants for a job in take the next step to your next, future career. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for listening, and I can't hear what you guys have to say.